Hey everybody, it's Tamika. I am here with a super cute project for Wild Orchid Crafts. I have also created a quick tutorial at the end of this video, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Also be sure to check the description box for links to the Facebook page and the online store so you can check out some of the amazing deals and super inexpensive shipping on these awesome flowers and extra embellishments and goodies. So stay tuned for the project and the tutorial. Thanks guys for watching. Be sure to leave a comment and like if you like it. Bye. Okay guys, let me quickly go over the items that I used for this project. I used 25 mixed pink and white curly wild roses. So stinking cute. I used 20 large ivory with pink blush orchids. Come in a pack of 20. I used the baby pink stamens. I only have 3 of those left. I used the two-tone trellis roses. I use the white open roses in 20 millimeter. And then finally I use the pale pink chrysanthemums. Alright. So stinking cute. I will always have the information to Wild Orchid Crafts online store and Facebook page as well as the product list for this project. So let me show you guys what I created. I love it. So let me explain to you what it is first. It is an embossing folder slash overlay, not an overlay, what am I trying to say, mask holder. Now I ran across a video a couple months ago from, gosh, I can't think of the lady's name, but I will put that link in the description box as well. But she was hosting a challenge like a year ago on how to alter these tuna crates or tuna boxes to hold your embossing folders because she said they were a perfect fit. I didn't see it when it was all going on and everybody was doing it. I missed all of it, but I ran across it and I tried my hardest to go find those tuna carton things. I went to Walmart, I went to Dollar Store, went to the places that she suggested. None of my places had them, so it's pretty desolate. Slim pickings where I go shopping at. So I went back to the video and I just looked at it, and it's pretty easy to figure out. It's just so much easier if you use the crate and then just put the paper on top. So much quicker, so much faster. You can make so many more. But I made mine out of chipboard. So this is what I made. Let me bring it up so you can see. Look at all the yumminess, those Wild Orchid Craft flowers. It looks so super shabby on my desk, and tons of texture and glitter. I absolutely love it. I just look how much texture depth that is on the back. I love it. And I did this using my homemade texture paste. You guys know that, but look at all of these yummy flowers. And I did the inside. So at the end of this video, I'm going to have a really quick tutorial on how to make this box. So super easy, guys. Anybody can do it. So let me share with you first what I have here at the bottom. So I have an array of flowers and I have stickled them. I have added paint as well as texture paste and glitter. I hope you guys can see all this shimmer on these flowers. First, I'm going to take out the embossing folders. And this embossing holder holds a lot. So those are the embossing folders. And I have my stencils in here. So a bunch of those. And then I have some of the edge embossing folder on here too. So it holds a lot. It's pretty deep. So this is the inside. Love, love, love the finished look. I really, really like how that turned out. So here are the flowers. I use the ivory, the pale pink orchids here, as you can see. And then I used the trellis roses. I dabbed paint on all the flowers, but that glitter is so stinking cute. And how I do the glitter, guys, I just really just spray. I know a lot of you ask, this Elmer's Craft Bond spray adhesive, and then I put Martha Stewart glitter on top. That's it. And then but this particular project, I did also add stickles. Like you can see, look at all that. I did the same thing for the sides with the glitter over the texture, but here I added to the chrysanthemums stickles and stuff. I really like this box. It's so super shimmery. And there's more on the chrysanthemums. Those are my favorite. So, like I said, I have the orchids here. And then the trellis roses, the two-tone in the blue. And I have some curly roses down here. And I hope you guys can see this. I wonder if I stand up my camera up a little bit, can you see? But I have the chrysanthemums here. And then I have the large rose in the center. And at the bottom it just says perfect fit. And the paper collection that I'm using is, let me see if I can grab it without causing a disturbance. I'm using the So Lovely paper kit. It's called So Lovely, and gosh darn it, I don't know who it's by Cartabella. So I'm using the 12 by 12 paper kit. So let me scoot the camera up and maybe we can get. Okay, so see, it's so shiny and bright. I love it so much better. I have a Stamen, the baby pink Stamen over here, and so now you can see all the shimmer and the glitter. I didn't want a whole bunch everywhere. I just wanted it to sit pretty on my desk with its shabby chicness, and just have a little bit of flowers to add to that. Because I will be using, it's functional, and I like functional, like pretty and functional. So this definitely works. I have a sticker from the collection that I've just backed on regular cardstock, and then pop dotted that up on top another little journaling note card. Hindsight, this one that I show you, I will make without this cutout, because I think it just adds a bit more sturdiness, but feel free to cut just the middle section out if you want to for your project. But I'm not going to do it for this tutorial, because although I like it and I think it's very, very cute, I think I would like to fully have the board up here, just because. But that's all the Wild Orchid Craft cluster here, and it's so stinking cute. Guys, there's a sale going on to Wild Orchid Crafts. Check the link in the description box. You guys can head over. Very inexpensive flowers and shipping, so be sure to check them out. So that's the inside and everything. And then, like I said, the holder can hold, the one that I created, then you can make this whatever size you want. It holds my stencils. Some of them are in the original packages, some are not, some I've made. And then it also holds my embossing folders, and they fit perfectly in there. And I just had these tiny ones just random on the side. And it's so funny because I didn't even know I had this ruler border one. I didn't know I had any of these border ones. They were just in a pack, and I hadn't even opened it. But you know, here what I'm trying to do is use stuff that I just haven't seen or use. If I see it, it's put away. I never use it. So this is out. It's pretty to look at and easy to make, and I'm able to use some of these embossing folders. So really, really cute idea. So really quickly, one more quick look at the shabby chicness of it all. That's the side. With a little seam binding. It's not seam binding. Oh, I also got the seam binding from Wild Orchid Crafts. I'll put that link down there as well. Shimmer paste. Love, love, love it. Just a perfect addition to your craft room. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on this quick tutorial. So what you'll need is, I'm using lightweight chipboard for my project. So you will need a bottom piece that's going to be cut at 6.5 by 4. You'll need a back piece that's going to be cut at 6.5 by 6. You'll need a front piece that's going to be cut at 6.5 by 4. And you'll need 2 sides that will be cut at 4 by 6. Alright, so I am going to, after you cut all those out, you can connect them 2 ways. The way I did mine is I wrapped it. I'll show you that one, but let me just quickly explain this. You can take your some flanges, which is just cutting a piece of pretty heavy cardstock or just some sturdy cardstock at 2 inches and scoring it at 1 inch to make it fold in half. And then once you get all of your pieces laid out, so you have your back and your bottom, you know, all like that, then you would just, this is pretty time consuming when you add all those flanges, and I'm kind of an impatient crafter, so I don't do it this way. But when you stack everything all up in your little box, let me scoot it back so you guys can see, like that, you would add your flanges to adjoin all the pieces. So you'd have to make one for each connecting piece. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. You'd make 4 of these to go along. I'm doing this kind of odd. I just want to show you this way really quick. So they would go along here and connect the pieces. And you just cut off the excess. Okay? Well, that's one way to do it. But the way that I did it is I just used some white cardstock because I wanted to layer my pattern paper on top because I didn't have enough sheets to wrap it all to where it all looks really nice together. So I wrapped the base in white, and then I just cut my panels to size for to layer the front of the paper. So you want to use some double-sided adhesive, which is what I use, but for the purpose of the video, I'm just going to use some hot glue. So you want to take 2 pieces of paper, whatever paper, pattern paper, or cardstock you're going to use, to and connect them. And these are 8.5 by 11s. So it's not going to reach the full length because you have to lay out the cardstock in order to wrap it. Not the cardstock, the chipboard, and you'll see. So you just have to connect 2 ends. And you want to do this again with double-sided tape. You do not want to use hot glue for this. So I'm just going to connect my 2 ends so that it'll extend the cardstock. See that ripple? It's not going to be straight if you use hot glue. But again, I'm just showing this to you guys. So once you have the very long piece, you want to start laying your chipboard down. So we want the back, obviously in the middle, but take the bottom out for now. We're not going to use the bottom piece. That's the 6.5 by 4. So we're going to use the sides and the back right now. So you want to line it up. Oh, before you do that, I forgot to cut the sides. Sorry guys, my battery is running out and I'm like trying to rush. So take your sides, they're 4 by 6, and on the 6-inch side, so this is the 6-inch, make a tick mark at 2 inches. So you put your paper in, or you put your chipboard in, pull it up to 2, make a tick mark. Okay, so I'm going to take my pen, make a tick mark right at the top up here at your 2. You do that on both of them. Okay, where's my other side? On the 6-inch side, go to 2, make a tiny tick mark. Okay. Then take a straight edge or ruler or what have you and connect the corner up here to your tick mark. So that's your tick mark. You just want to draw a line to connect the 2. So put your ruler down, meet at the top, and draw a line. It's hard to do this around the camera. Alright, so it didn't come up, but this is what you should have. Your side should look like that. Now you just want to cut that out at that angle. So take your trimmer, put it in here, cut it, and do the second one, line it up, and cut it. And this is what you should have. You just want to put them together really quick so you can make sure that they are lined up, and they are. Okay, so now we want to get the back laid here in the center of your paper, and so your pieces will be laid out like this. It'll look like that, and this one will be going this way, because you want, when you close it, you want the angle to come towards you. So that's how that'll look. But I want to scoot this all the way over to just leave a little bit of that edge to fold over, because we have to get the front piece in there. And in between the two spaces, I leave just 1/8 of an inch. Not a whole lot. Just 1/8 of an inch. Okay, and now you want to take your front piece, which is the 6.5 by 4. And let me scoot this down. And you want to add this to the tail end. So I'm going to glue these down so I can show you in full length what this looks like. Now again, you want to use some sticky-sided, double-sided adhesive for this. You do not want to use hot glue. I can't stress that enough. It will not work right. So that's my left side of my panel. I'm going to glue this, add some hot glue to this back. You just want to space them out like 1/8 of an inch. And then here is the right side of my panel. And then I'm going to stick my front right after that one. So let me show you what that should look like now. So this is how your panel should be lined up. Just like that. And then you have a little extra space. Leave that on there because that's what we're going to use to close it. Okay? So if you have too much space at the top and bottom, you just want to take a pair of scissors and cut off the excess. And so what I do is I fold it over to give it just a little bit of a crease, so I can help guide along where I want to put my tape and stuff. So I have a lot of excess over. So what I'm going to do is just cut this a little bit. This is going in the trash, but I just want to be able to show you guys how to do it. Remember, we want to leave a little bit of that excess on the end. So all we're going to do is cut the top and the bottom. A little bit down. You just want probably 1 inch to fold over. Not a whole lot. You want to add a whole bunch of bulk to your project. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is where the gaps are, I'm going to cut small triangles so that it can crease nicely or fold over nicely when you're getting down to the end. And I'm going to flip it over and do that to the other side. Now this one, I need to cut down, and I should have did that earlier. I need to cut it down closer to where the chipboard is. So just be careful. Like I said, you still want to leave 1 inch around there. So I'm just going to fold that. After I cut my triangle, I'll fold it. Makes it a lot easier when you cut the triangles. Now you want to fold it over. So when you're done, it should all look like that. Well, that's what happens when you try to rush. Alright. So that's how that looks. So it's close to, just follow the paper along the chipboard basically. So it'll look like this, with like a bit of a 1/2 inch to 1 inch of overlap, and then leave this piece here on the end there. So what we want to do is at the top part, you want to add your double-sided adhesive and go ahead and glue down the top pieces. Of course, you want to make sure that you cut at the angle correctly so that that folds very nicely. So, like I said, I'm trying to rush, so it's not the neatest, but you guys get it. So fold everything over. Okay. When you get to this last part, now mind you, that's going to be, you're going to do that a lot neater. Please do that a lot neater. When you get to this last part, you want to just miter the corners just a little bit. And how you do that is where the little cross is, the little X meets, from you creasing it this way and creasing it this way, you just want to do a quick triangle or quick angle cut. So you see my corner meets here, just going to cut past right there. So we just have this little triangle sticking out. Don't do anything with that. So go ahead and glue that piece down. This last piece. Okay. Now down here at the bottom, you want to just add your double-sided adhesive. Don't peel it away yet, because that's how you're going to attach your bottom piece. See, your box will fold like this, right? So you grab your bottom piece, 6.5 by 4, and you, if you're wrapping everything, you want to go ahead and wrap this just the same way you wrap the rest of it, and then you want to add your adhesive on the back. So I'm just going to add my adhesive on the back after I've wrapped it, if you don't want to leave it naked. And I've applied my adhesive on the back, and I'm going to line it up with the back tab. So the bottom tab lines up with the back. It's the biggest one. So that's how that'll look. And then you want to start over here at your side is your next piece. Add glue down here. Close it up underneath that one. Of course, mines don't match because, again, I'm using hot glue. And then you want to add adhesive there. And you just want to keep going forward. So add adhesive to the other side and apply it to the bottom piece. And then finally, you want to add adhesive to the front flap. And close it. That's hot. That's hot to the touch. So that's how to look at the bottom. And then you just want to add a piece of paper down here to cover that. So that little piece that we left out earlier, now you want to add some adhesive to it and fold it over the side. I'm not touching that. So that's how you're less messy, people, but that's how you will make your stinking cute embossing folder holder. Now, like I said, if you wanted to have so let me show you, where did I do with my holder? There it is. If you wanted to have the little, see, that fits in there. I like that fit a bit better. Oh, I just knocked over everything. So all my pieces fit in there. This is better. I like this one better. See? Super cute. But if you wanted to have this cut out, you just, would go over in and cut in as much as you want, and you still wrap it the same, but you just want to make sure you get the edges down there tucked in really good, because you will be able to see those. So there we go, and you can just decorate as you like. Isn't that super quick and super easy? So hopefully you guys can understand it through the hurriedness of this tutorial. I was Just worried I wouldn't finish it with this battery flashing on me. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them below or send me a private message. I will answer them for you if you need any more assistance on how to make the box. But overall, just do what suits you. Decorate it how you like. Make a little niche out or don't. It's up to you. But do check out Wild Orchid Crafts and those lovely additions to your projects that we love to call flowers and extra little doodads, and add some shimmer and some sparkle and shabby up your embossing folder / stencil holder box. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good evening. Bye.